Alright folks, today's Reddit story is a wild ride from r/relationships. Our OP is playing detective as his girlfriend's girls' night out turns into a secret hotel party. The plot thickens with a strict, abusive father and a web of lies. Alrighty, let's dive in. I caught my girlfriend in a lie and I'm shocked by how sophisticated the lie was. Posted by Throw RA the Truth. Hi all, this is a long post. The first half is a little background, second half is the main bit. I've been with my girlfriend for a year. I'd say we have a good relationship. She was the one who asked me to make it official, and I'm posted on her Instagram. We both live with our parents, but hers are very strict and traditional. For the first 6 to 7 months, our relationship was like bliss. It was almost too good, to the point I used to wonder if it was real. It was like she was on her best behavior. It's important to mention that my girlfriend's parents are very strict, and she had curfews, but I didn't know this at the time. I used to fully trust her and take her word for everything. I remember thinking that I finally found someone I can trust. One weekend we went on holiday. We've been on holiday before, several times with no issue. In the evening we started to talk about family and parents, and long story short, my girlfriend opened up a little about her dad being very strict. I had no idea at the time, and it seemed like it was a little distressing. Later in the night, I think talking about her dad triggered something, and she ran off in the town center at midnight. We were outside a bar, I glanced away for 10 seconds, and she was gone. Long story short, I spent the next few hours trawling the streets, drunk, trying to find her until it was the early morning. I was about to call the police and her parents until she came in at 6 a.m. at the accommodation we had rented, literally looking like she had slept in the park. I asked, "What happened? Why did you run off?" My girlfriend revealed to me that her father is abusive, a control freak, and she hates him. I think she may have had a mental breakdown of some sort. He has tried to hit her and is also abusive to his wife too. She has curfews, is not allowed out at night for nights out. And the fact she even has me as a boyfriend was a massive thing for her. Her dad wouldn't normally allow this. All other relationships she's had were done in secret. My girlfriend is used to lying to her father, although she doesn't lie to her mom. As the dad is abusive to both of them, she says she hates him. A week before the incident happened, she was calling me her soulmate and stuff like that. It was almost like her true colors showed after this event because our relationship started to go a little downhill. The reason I made this post. Recently, my girlfriend went on a night out. It was planned on the day of, and she texted me whilst I was working that her girlfriend had a spare ticket to an event, and it'll be a girls' night, her and 2 other girls. Later in the evening, she called me and said she's going. I asked her a little more about the event, and she said it's an open invitation, implying if I wanted to come. But I said, no, it's just a girls' night, so I won't. They were going to go to her girlfriend's house and then get their mom to drop them into the town center. That's cool. Later in the night, I see my girlfriend reposting an Instagram story she's tagged in, and she's with her male friend, who I know. But it looks like they're in a hotel room. I have her male friend on Instagram, and in another story, he has a group pic of 4 girls, one of them is my girlfriend, and 4 guys. Later on, I confirmed that this was everyone who was in the group. Now here is where some alarm bells went off. My girlfriend was meant to be with 2 other girlfriends only. In the group pic, none of her 2 girlfriends were there. At this point in time, I'm at home thinking it's a girls' night out, and she's at her friend's house. After seeing the story, I get a message from my girlfriend. OMG, you won't believe we bumped into Megan, friend from the second group, and all her mates. There was no mention of any hotel room or anything, but I knew she was in a hotel room drinking with these guys and girls based on her friend's Instagram story. I asked her, no way, you bumped into them at your girlfriend's house? She replied with, no, we are out. Her reply made me realize that something is off. She said her friend, Group 1, needed the toilet really bad, and they stopped at the hotel. There was no mention of them stopping at the hotel, going up to a friend's room for drinking, basically joining a party, nothing. We live in a busy city, and there is bar after bar in the town center. If you were desperate to use the bathroom, you would never skip all the bars you are walking past and head to a hotel to use a bathroom. This is what didn't make sense to me. I got some more details out of her the next day as I didn't buy the explanation, and she basically said they were trying to get to a bar and her friend could not wait, so they went to the hotel as it was on the way. This was impossible because the bars came first and they'd need to walk an extra 1 to 2 minutes to get to the hotel and take a small detour. Anyways, I'm at home getting this text off to her. There's no mention that she's at a hotel room with other guys and girls. Later on at 2 a.m., She posts a Snapchat story of her dancing with all the people from the second group. But none of her two original friends were there. At this point, I was almost adamant she had lied to me, but I had no concrete proof. We were meant to see each other the next day anyways, so I asked her how her night went. At this point, if it wasn't for the social media stories, I would have went to bed thinking my girlfriend had a girls' night with two friends. My girlfriend then told me her story. She went to her friend's house, group 1, and then their mom dropped all 3 girls off at the club. Because the club hadn't opened yet, they walked to a bar, but her friend was dying for the toilet, so they stopped at the hotel as it was on the way and came first, but this is not true. Whilst her friend was using the bathroom at the hotel bar, they happened to bump into one of her friends from the second group who happened to be pre-drinking in a hotel room upstairs. So my girlfriend and 2 friends joined the second group in the hotel room. Everyone from the second group were also going to this same event, so it made sense. Now, the chances of this happening are so slim that I just didn't buy it. But I gave my girlfriend the benefit of the doubt. They all went out to the event in the end. Over the past days, I brought all of this out again in a conversation. I wasn't like calling her out for lying, but it was more just a conversation to get more details about the night. I kept giving her chances to come clean and tell the truth, but she stuck to this story. I asked her, in particular, which friends she was out with, exactly which bar they were looking to go to. And I sort of implied that her bumping into her friend in the hotel is highly unlikely. My gut knew I was being lied to, but I didn't tell her. Fast forward a bit and I joined a night out with my girlfriend and 2 of her friends from the hotel room. My girlfriend was still making her way over, but I was speaking to her friends at the bar. The story he told me was completely different. The real story. He messaged my girlfriend that she should come out to the event and that they have a hotel room so she should come meet him and the others for a little party. I asked him if she came by herself, and he said yes. She came by herself. No other girls. I also asked him if he actually messaged her to come meet them in the hotel room, and he said yes, it was planned. This refutes what my girlfriend said, that it was a chance encounter. My girlfriend's male friend also said to invite me at the time, but she said he's busy. My girlfriend didn't even ask me. Later in the night, I asked her other friend if my girlfriend came alone, and she also confirmed. I didn't tell them that my girlfriend told me something else, as I didn't want to start an argument on a night out. Basically, my girlfriend lied to me about this night out, and I'm genuinely surprised on how good her lie was. It was so good that I almost bought it. Almost, but she hadn't mentioned the hotel room along with the social media posts, so I knew. I'm shocked how well she can lie to my face, and she tells me she loves me. I'm all over her social media. At this party of hers, she met 4 other guys and followed them on Instagram, who are friends of her male friend, and she has started to like one of the guys' posts. His Instagram is set as public. Normally, I wouldn't care, but now I feel like I can't trust her. In a group picture at the event, she has her arm around a guy's neck, like a best friend type of hug. It was super close. There were guys and girls in that pic, but that was the first time she met that guy. I understand that in pictures you do that, but it was close enough that you'd think he was the boyfriend. Throughout our relationship, I told her how important trust is and told her there is no love without trust. I'm not sure if her lying to her father all of her life has something to do with it. I now question everything my girlfriend tells me because I don't know if it's the truth or not. I don't know if I should call her out on it or if I should tell her friends that she lied to me about the night out. I don't like others knowing about our relationship problems. I'm not sure if I should act a bit more naive and see if she slips up on anything again before speaking to her. What should I do? Now let's crack the case of the mysteriously disappearing girlfriend. Why does our leading lady feel the need to weave such intricate tales of deception? Well, it's not because she's auditioning for the next James Bond movie, that's for sure. Remember that bit about her strict, emotionally abusive dad? That's like a big flashing neon sign screaming Psychology 101. Growing up under such an oppressive regime would turn anyone into a master of deception. Who knows, if she wasn't busy playing hide and deceive with her boyfriend, she could have had a promising career as a spy. But let's be real here. Her background isn't an excuse to treat her boyfriend like he's playing a never-ending game of Clue. She's not Colonel Mustard. This isn't the library, and there's no candlestick in sight. Our friend, the OP, needs to sit her down and have a good old-fashioned heart-to-heart, preferably in a place with no mysterious hotel rooms nearby. And therapy might be in order. It's like Yelp for your emotions. Sometimes you just need a little guidance from a professional. Seriously, though, the girl has these issues because of how she's learned to deal with her abusive dad. It's not your fault or her fault, but most people in this situation would dip out because in the end, she is using you, whether she's doing it subconsciously or not. The tricky thing about this situation too is that talking may likely just lead to more lies and you'll be stuck in a never-ending loop of trust issues. Good luck, buddy. Hey, wait! As always, don't forget to kindly tap the like button, share, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what you would have done if you were in this situation. Stay safe out there in that crazy world. Much love, peace.